Lumenier AXII double claims double the penetration, double the gain. We're going to put it to the test and see, is it actually worth it for the $29 price tag? Stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and test this guy out today, guys. This is the Lumenier AXII double, 2. And this has 2 bulbs, basically claiming to have double the gain and more penetration than the original single AXIIs that I use and love so much. These Lumenier AXIIs have really worked well with my rapid fire module here. Using the rapid fire, we are doing mode 1. That's the mode that I normally fly in, where it takes both of the images from each of the antennas and stitches them together to give you the best optimum image you can get, the least amount of degradation that is possible out of the analog system. So it'll be interesting to see, actually, are you getting any performance upgrades with this particular antenna, or is it just a little bit of hype? This is a 6S quadcopter running a TBS Unify Pro HV. And we're going to have, this is a Lumenier AXII as well on the back for the antenna on the VTX. So for this test, guys, we're going to have the quadcopter powered up on 25 milliwatt, and I'm going to basically leave the goggles right here on the back deck, and we're going to have to go through this house, this concrete wall here on the side, and we're going to take it all the way around the side over here in the woods, and we're going to see, compare the 2 videos, one with the Lumenier AXII double, and then one with just a regular standard Lumenier AXII, and we'll see if there's any noticeable improvement over one versus the other. So we'll go ahead and power everything up, and then I will take the quadcopter and we'll walk around the side of the house, and we'll do 2 different walks, and we'll keep this as consistent as we possibly can. That's the only thing that's going to be different in these 2 tests is just the Lumenier double AXII antenna versus the single AXII antenna. Everything else is going to be basically the same. I'm going to hold the quadcopter the same orientation as I walk it around for both tests. Also going to be doing a fly test, so we'll take it for a little bit of a spin, take it for a flight, and see and compare. Just going to walk, holding the quadcopter just like this. And basically, I'm going to be doing 2 tests where I'm walking with the quadcopter. I'm going to follow the same path each trip. So right now we're going through some trees, and obviously the side of the building has some concrete for the firewall. So now we're going through all that. Coming around, I've got some more trees, and now I've got the side of the building as well. That's gonna be kind of breaking up the video. Just holding the quadcopter up in the air. Just a little test I wanted to do, just to see if there was any advantages over the other antenna. And we're gonna take this and we're gonna walk all the way back there, which is pretty far, and it's got a lot of penetration to actually get through the house, the firewall, and these trees. So we're gonna walk. I'm gonna do this twice. Obviously at this point I don't know what the results are. I don't know what the image looks like on the goggles. You guys are going to be seeing that. I'll have both of the images popped up here on the video. I'm going to take it down here below this hill, and we should probably definitely be losing video by now as we get down this hill. Come all the way down the hill. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the flight test real quick. I'm just going to fly just a little bit, one with the Lumenier AXII double, and then one with the single, punch up, and we're going to try to keep a consistent flight for both flights, and we'll compare the DVR and see if there's any edge over the double AXII.
This test was actually a little bit harder to do than I thought, trying to do 2 consistent flights back to back. I did the best I could, and honestly, from the results on this test, really is hard to see if there's any bit of an edge over one over the other. And the first test, I think, showed us a little bit more information. I think the first test showed us that the double AXII had a slight edge over the single when it came to the range and going a little bit further. Now, is it worth double the price, though? That answer is going to be different for each individual. But for me personally, I don't think it's worth the extra price point. Now, that being said, you know, the little bit of extra range I was able to get on the video from the first test walking, that may be worth it for some people to pay the extra money to get that antenna. So I'll leave that decision up to you. But from the testing that I did, I personally didn't see a huge difference. And for that, I would stick with the single AXII for the price point. But put down in the comments, what did you guys think when you comparing the DVR? Did you see a slight edge over one versus the other in both tests, maybe one test versus the other? I'd be curious to know what you guys think, so please leave a comment down below.
But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. There's going to be more FPV testing videos to come on the channel, component testing, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. eDrone, out.